Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back in the YouTube video. This time we're going to try to push to 7800 using Royal Hogs DQ. This is definitely the best Royal Hog deck in the game right now, and in my opinion, Hunter is extremely underrated because it's kind of like a mini P.E.K.K.A that can hit air. Only difference is, of course, it runs slower, but honestly, it's what allows you to beat things such as Lava Hound and Balloon decks. Without the Hunter, there's no way you'd be able to beat those kinds of decks, and there's really nothing else that could fit in the deck for its place that's able to beat those decks, because if you have bats in the deck, they just get zapped. That's why Giant Cycle has a really hard time beating those lava and balloon decks, whereas this deck, it's a bit more consistent at beating those. The only tough matchup for the deck is Sparky, but even that I just beat somehow. You saw I lost the game before, but I managed to beat it. I might show the replay versus that one if we get to 7800 pretty quick, but we should be 3 games away. I actually tilted quite a bit. I dropped earlier today. I was all the way down, I think it's 7,400, I want to say. So not like an awful tilt, but it was like a 300 trophy tilt, and I just kind of focused up, won a bunch of games in a row, and now I'm pretty much at my season highest. I don't know when I want to get 8K. I want to get it soon though. I mean, tonight, it's going to be hard to get it tonight because I still need another 300 trophies, but maybe tomorrow I could hit 8K by then, and I'm not sure what deck I'm going to use to get 8K, but, obviously, I'll use whatever's good. And Giant Cycle, I don't know if it's, I don't know how good Giant Cycle is right now in this meta, because there seems to be so much, wow, he just went, okay, I need to pay attention. I didn't realize he was going to go Expo first play of the game. That's kind of annoying. So, we need to go for, luckily we had an Ice Golem blocking for a really long time, and then we had the Earthquake, obviously, on the Expo, log rolling through. So I guess not bad, but obviously that was a little bit. We're gonna go Royal Hogs. He's either gonna Tesla or Fireball. Chooses to Tesla, which is fine. So let me think about this. Yeah, EQ generally isn't too, or EQ's a really good answer to Expo. That's why Expo isn't usually too bad of a matchup. But if it's a good Expo player like Alperin is, it can be pretty difficult sometimes if you're not careful. So we need to make sure we're playing this really carefully. We can't really let any Expos lock on the tower. One already did, but we can't, we have to, if an Expo does lock on our tower, it has to be very minimal. Like, it can't be more than 100 or 200 damage, or else we're going to be kind of in a bad spot. So he's going to Expo again. We're going to play an Ice Golem really low this time to make sure that if he plays Archers, they're not really going to help out. And if they do, it's going to take a while for the Ice Golem to move up. And we're going to do the same thing, kind of same sequence of defense there. We're actually going to take pretty much the same amount of damage as we did on the other lane. So those type of locks are okay in my opinion, especially in single elixir. And then in double and triple, we obviously can keep up with his cycle a little bit easier, because our deck, I believe, is 3.3 elixir average, whereas his is obviously 2.9 because he's using 2.9 Expo. So the matchup is a bit more easier for him in single when he's able to cycle those Expos quicker, but then when you get into double, it's definitely harder for him to keep up and break through with the Expos than it is in single. So we're going to send in Royal Hogs here. He's going to get a really nice Fireball on those, so that was pretty well played on his part. We're just going to Ice Golem here, kind of in the other lane, so then the Archers don't really help kill it. And then we're going to need to play Skeletons, and then we're probably going to need to log it as well, to be honest, just to make sure the Expo doesn't get any damage. So we'll see what he's going to do here. I guess we'll go Mini P.E.K.K.A in the back, and then Ice Golem. I don't really want him to get damage from the, like, Ice Spirits, just because. I guess we'll go Hunter here. And he's going to go Fireball that. I guess that's fine. He ends up missing the Mini P.E.K.K.A. I think he was trying to hit it, so in that case, he ends up missing it. And I guess the Magic Archer goes down there. That was unfortunate. So we need to just Ice Golem here, I think. Oh, that was actually really good for us. That what I mean by that is that we were able to get Royal Hogs down and he didn't have Fireball on cycle for them, so that was solid. I guess we need to make sure we're protecting our Magic Archer here. We'll send in Royal Hogs. He's going to fireball those, so I guess that's good. We'll just log to chip down the Expo a little bit, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and... This is a little risky, but I'm going to EQ his tower, because I think we can cycle back to another EQ by the time he Expos. So yeah, we are able to EQ, get rid of that Expo. Okay, it looks like he's going to start Fireball cycling, so we're going to go Ice Golem here. We're just going to log, and then we definitely need to EQ here. Oh, he might have messed up a little bit, guys, going in for that defensive Expo, because then he didn't have the Elixir to go for the Tesla right when he wanted to. So we need to make sure we're playing everything above our tower. We can't give him any Fireball value, because this is where the Fireball cycle starts and gets a little bit bad. So we need to protect the Magic Archer, keep going in here. He needs 3 more Fireballs to take our tower. And I think we're fine, guys, honestly. Yeah, that's going to end up being GG. So, really close match there. You can see this is what I was talking about. You have to be really careful when you verse Expo, because even though, in my opinion, you have slight matchup, or maybe even like 70-30 in your favor, probably 70-30 or so, that's what I would say the matchup is. Like, you definitely have the edge versus Expo, but if you're not careful, you can definitely lose, especially versus very good Expo players. I'm sure you guys know who Alperin is. He's one of the best 2.9 players. There's also, yeah, he almost hit 8K. That's unfortunate. He was 1 game away, and then he kind of tilted. But yeah, like Lemon Tree, Alperin, they're both really, really good 2.9 players. So the match is always close, even if you do have the edge. So that's why you have to be really careful. But it depends on where you guys plan on using this deck, where you are in trophies. If you're playing a Grand Challenge, for example, you should always be able to beat the Expo players, because it's very like low. It's a very low chance you're going to verse an Expo God or something like that in a Grand Challenge. So it's going to be a lot easier to beat those Expo players. But if you're playing the ones that are playing near perfect, that's when it gets a little difficult. So we'll just search for the next game here. See who we find now, and luckily, since I think we got 34 trophies from Alperin, we're for sure hopefully 2 games away from 7,800, unless we verse someone that only gives us 20 trophies or something like that. But we found our next game here. We'll give this guy the good luck, see what he's using. Oops, I misclicked the skeletons. I actually meant to split them in the back, but that's such a very small mistake. I really don't see how that's going to affect us. So we're just going to log here, cycle. We still don't know what he's using. I'm going to split Royal Hogs. I like splitting Royal Hogs to start the game off. The reason why I don't like playing them all in the same lane is because, let's say they're using something like Sparky, then you're kind of in a bad spot if you just play Royal Hogs, because then they can, obviously Sparky. So we want to see what he's using. So looks like he's using Little Chen's deck. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's this deck that has it's Royal Giant Bait, sort of, with Goblin Barrel, and I forget what does he have a Dark Goblin, or does he have... I know he doesn't have a big spell, so we're sending Royal Hogs here. He might be using something a little different, because I don't think the deck has Hunter. Oh, yeah, he's using something a little different. Never mind, guys, I was wrong with what this deck was. He has Giant Skeleton, Mega Knight. So very, very expensive deck, if I'm being honest, guys. Because he has Giant Skeleton, he has RG, and he has the Mini P.E.K.K.A. His Elixir cost must be at least 4.5. That's crazy. I'm going to check after this game what his Elixir cost is, because that's kind of absurd, actually. Really, really crazy deck. So we still don't know. I think I'm going to log. I don't know at this point if he even has... And then we're going to play Royal Hogs in this lane. I know we have more damage that lane, but we have the Magic Archer supporting. Looks like he had arrows. So arrows are his spell. That's good, because arrows don't kill the Magic Archer. And also, they just don't get a lot of value in this matchup for him at all, if I'm being completely honest. So, very strange deck. I don't want to jinx it or anything or speak too soon. But, this seems like a really solid matchup for us, because he doesn't seem to have any answer to the Royal Hogs besides Mega Knight, but it's really expensive. And then our Mini P.E.K.K.A. gets so much value in this matchup, I feel like. He's going in, guys, for the triple push here with his yeah, we just had to watch out for that. We should be fine now. Couldn't we just go in here with Royal Hogs? He might have Mega Knight back in cycle, but with the EQ hitting the tower, there's no way he's going to be able to stop them. I guess he didn't have Mega Knight in cycle, or he just didn't have the elixir, but wow, that seemed like a really easy matchup. I think Little Chen's deck, the difference between that deck and his is I think the deck has Princess instead of Hunter. Or, no, I think the deck still has Hunter, but I think the difference is it doesn't have the Mega Knight in it. Or the Giant Skeleton. Well, wow, let's look at his deck. 4.3, that's cheaper than I thought. I thought it was going to be 4.5 because there's some Golem decks that are 4.3. And with Golem decks, you usually have the Lightning and the Golem as your expensive cards, and the rest aren't that expensive. But in this deck here, you have, oh my gosh, you have the Giant Skeleton, Mega Knight, and the RG. Wow, I'm not used to seeing stuff like this, but this must have been what he's using because he's pretty high up. And honestly, I'm just surprised he's using this in this meta in general. Like, that deck I think would do well versus Expo, but like versus a deck like mine or even Giant Cycle or something like that, I'm not really sure how he would win it, or even Graveyard because he doesn't have a lot of Graveyard counters. Very, very interesting, but pretty well played to that guy because I haven't seen a deck like that in a really long time. Very, very funky. So we'll see here if we can get this win, seal 7,800, and then if we end up getting 7,800, I think I want to show you guys that replay versus the Sparky deck, because Sparky's a really, really difficult matchup. I felt like I played it really, really well, and you guys would benefit from seeing that replay to know that it's, like, possible to beat Sparky. But yeah, first let's focus here. So this guy is a little bit lower than us, but we should be able to get at least 25, which is what we need to get 7,800. He's going to start off with, that's actually kind of unfortunate that I didn't have... if I had Mini Pack-In Cycle, we could take no damage from the Hog, but I guess it's not really that big of a deal. So he's got Skeletons, Hog, and Archers, so... Maybe he's using Hog Mortar. That's the only deck I can think of that has Archers and Hog in it. He might have, like, EQ, too. We'll have to see. I hope he has EQ, because if he's got Fireball... Okay, so he has Valk. I guess we're gonna send in Royal Hogs here. This way we'll see, like, what he... Oh, Bomb Tower? That's not that good for us that he has Bomb Tower, but I guess we can Ice Golem, pull this all away. So then this way we can just go for a Hog on... Mini P.E.K.K.A on his Hog, excuse me. And we don't know what is... Okay, I was gonna log if he played Skeletons, but he just went for Archers, so... This looks like it's going to be kind of difficult, guys. Royal Delivery is good versus the Royal Hogs as well as the Bomb Tower. And he's got the Valk too. So a lot of good answers to us here. Luckily, we get a little bit of damage, and he also had to commit a lot of Elixir to taking that out. But that was definitely... I think we're just going to Ice Golem this to get us back to Mini P.E.K.K.A. Perfect. That should fully stop the Hog, right? Yeah. And the Valk's going to get completely countered as well. So he's just going to stop this Mini P.E.K.K.A really easily, no doubt about that. And we're going to be cycling Magic Archers in this lane until we know for sure what his spell is. Because I don't want him to whip out like a Poison or something without me knowing. So... What's just the scary thing is that he has Valk and Bomb Tower, so it's like, I don't know, if he had just one of them, I feel like it would be really easy for us to break through and outcycle, but with him having both, guys, I'm kinda, I really don't know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have to try our best. Really nice Snowball. That's gonna allow the Hog to get probably 2 hits, if I'm being honest. We're gonna split Hogs here. He's gonna, you know, Bomb Tower as expected. Ooh, if I went for a high, Oh, look at the Hogs! They locked on his tower somehow. Okay, I'll take it. Is he gonna Hog? Okay, we're gonna go Royal Hogs. We have EQ at the ready. He's gonna fully stop it this time. No point in dropping EQ. Okay, we have Mini Peck at the ready. He's going to snowball, obviously. And it looks like he does have EQ, as I thought. But look at that damage we're getting from the Magic Archer. We're going to EQ, hitting the bomb tower. He Royal Deliveries, but doesn't hit all the Royal Hogs. They're going in hot on his tower right now. Yes! Magic Archer manages to get the geometry on top of the tower, and we ended up beating Bomb Tower Valk. And he had Royal Delivery. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I'm just glad he didn't have like a graveyard. Let's say he had graveyard instead of his hog for like kind of a fast cycle graveyard deck. That would have been pretty much impossible. The hog, I feel like, is what saved me. Well, then graveyard EQ doesn't make much sense. But, man, that was crazy. I wasn't sure how I was going to break through that, but I guess just the EQs, what can I say? It's really good at getting the Royal Hogs to the tower. Just the slowdown, breaking through buildings. So let's go. That's a great game to end off of. And we have exactly 7,800. Exactly 7,800. Let's go, guys. I'm going to show this replay. I think this is a very good replay. Since we only played 3 games, I think it's only fair that I show replay because it's a pretty short video. So I'll put it on 2x speed though. I really want to show you guys that it's possible to beat Sparky with this deck. It's so hard, but you can sometimes win them. You have to play it really well. Be really smart with what you do. And be really careful with your placements. So we got a little lucky here. We got a really nice start with the Magic Archer chip on his tower, but then again, he gets all this damage back, and then just like that, after that amazing start we had, we were put in kind of a bad situation. But look at this, Ice Golem protecting the Magic Archer, and it's able to finish off the Musketeer, and then I play Royal Hogs in front, and then with him not having like enough elixir to play Sparky, we'll deal so much damage on his tower, and then we're in the lead now. What you really have to do is you have to realize that Sparky Giant or Sparky Goblin Giant, it's a really expensive deck, you know, so in single you're easily going to be able to outcycle them due to your cheap cards like Skeletons and Ice Golem. So what you really have to do is send in those Royal Hogs when they don't have the Sparky in rotation. And then prediction logs are really important too. Like if you know they have a Skarmy in rotation and you're sending in Royal Hogs, feel free to like go in for the prediction log. So things get a little sketchy here, and you'll see I actually have a pretty hard time defending this. I go with an EQ even to like slow it down, see if I could like prevent it from taking my tower in time. But unfortunately here, you're going to see he ends up taking my tower in the left because I didn't end up having enough elixir to stop it, because I had to spend all my elixir on the Sparky, which was really unfortunate. But you can see we're in an okay spot now. He does deal a lot of damage to our King Tower from that mini P.E.K.K.A. Skarmy push, but we send in Royal Hogs when he doesn't have enough elixir for the Sparky. I take his tower, and I say wow, because I was really surprised I won that matchup, because usually I like almost never win it. But really, the key to the matchup is good Magic Archers, and also just pretty much just going in for Royal Hogs when they don't have the Sparky in rotation. I want to know if there's any other replay I want to show you guys. I mean, see, I lost to this Sparky deck here. Maybe Elixir Golem would be a good one. This one here, versus Canario, because Canario is a really good player. Yeah, I think I want to show you guys how to beat this deck too, because this deck's becoming pretty popular. If you guys didn't know, Bag got to 8k trophies as a level 12, and I'm pretty sure this was the deck he used, except he had, I think, Poison instead of EQ. So, like, as soon as you know it's Elixir Golem, what you need to do is you need to realize Healer's the only good counter they have to Mini P.E.K.K.A. So what you often have to do is go for Mini P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge if they don't have a healer in rotation. But in this case, I go Royal Hog since he went Elixir Golem in the back. It's really important to pressure other lane because you can't let them build or stack things behind their Elixir Golem, because then it's too difficult for you to defend. But this is key here. Look at this. We aren't able to defend this. Look at how much damage he's going to get on our tower. I mean, he doesn't take our tower, but look at how much damage he gets. And things weren't looking good here. But what's good about Elixir Golem, or versing it anyway, is when you kill it, it gives you 4 Elixir. So I was able to use this for a massive counter push, and you're about to see right here. After that 4 Elixir, look at the lead I have over him. I had like a 4 Elixir lead, and I had a Magic Archer on the map too, so there was really no way he was able to defend this easily. I go for Mini P.E.K.K.A. here because he didn't have a healer in rotation, and then I go send in Royal Hogs, and since the Barb Hut was already dead by the time the Royal Hogs came in, able to get to the tower, take it out, and just like that, we're back in this game. In fact, we have a small lead, just because of that Elixir we got from the Elixir Golem. So obviously with our tower as low as it is, he can just EQ it a couple of times and take it, which he does. He cycles 2 EQs on our tower and he is able to take it. And then I realize here that we're kind of not in the best situation, because I feel like when the other person has 2 towers up and it's double 2 for the Elixir Golem player, it's a little bit harder to defend their pushes. So I knew I really had to be going aggressive, going opposite lane of like his healers and stuff. So that even meant going for the 3 crown in this match, because I can't play into him when he goes in for like big pushes. Just because if I play into him, he's gonna just go for the E-Drag, Baby Dragon, NATO, pull everything together, and there's no way I can defend it. So spacing stuff out is key in this matchup too, which you're seeing here. And I go for a log here, killing everything there. And then he does a nice job predicting my Magic Archer. As you saw, I was going to play it on the healer, but he predicted it. That was a really good play. So I wasn't able to get the win right off of that. But you can see his tower so low, and I just cycle an EQ and log. And then I just do it again, I think. Or no, sorry, I go for Royal Hogs because he didn't have the Barb Hut. Enough Elixir for it. I say GG, and we get a really nice win there versus Canario. So you can see Elixir Golem, it's not really that hard to beat, in my opinion. I feel like if they have the Poison variant too, still not really that bad, because Poison kind of takes forever, if I'm being honest, to kill your like Hunter, or, well, Poison doesn't even kill Hunter, and if you space out the Magic Archer and the Hunter, they can't hit it all with the Poison anyway, so it really doesn't even matter. But yeah, if they have Fireball, then I guess that could be a little bit tricky. But luckily, most people aren't using Eagle and Fireball. Most people are using it with Poison or EQ because of all the buildings right now, or the graveyard, so you're not going to have to worry too much about versing like Eagle and Fireball, at least in top of ladder and GCs. That's how it should be. I don't know about like 5k ladder, or 6k ladder, but anyways, that's going to be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And let me know what you guys... I'm planning on doing another GC video. I don't know when, but probably this season, because I think last couple days of the season I might not do videos if I get like really high up and I'm like above 8k, because it might be pretty stressful to like commentate and record at the same time when I'm really trying to focus. But I definitely could do a couple of GC videos, so if you guys would like more GC videos, just leave decks below you want me to win a GC with. I think a lot of people, after I won a GC with Icepo, were saying try to win one with 2.9. I've won a couple of GCs with 2.9, but unfortunately it was a while ago and I didn't record it. So if you guys would want me to do one with 2.9, I definitely can. Or maybe you guys have like another deck you would like me to use, maybe Golem or Lava Loon, I think some people were saying. But anyways, thanks again, until next time, guys.